Close your eyes for a second. Picture this. You're on a space station orbiting Earth. You're holding a small crystal in your hand. It's glowing. Suddenly, thousands of miles away, on Earth, another crystal glows at the exact same time. No signal, no delay. Just instant connection. Now open your eyes. That's not science fiction. That's quantum entanglement. And here's the part that no one tells you. You are the crystal. Quantum entanglement is one of the strangest, most mind-bending discoveries in modern physics. It defies logic, breaks all the rules of time and space as we know them, and yet, it's real. Here's what happens. Two particles, like photons or electrons, interact. And after they've connected, they become entangled. That means, even if they're separated by millions of miles, what happens to one instantly affects the other. No signal is sent. No energy travels between them. It's just there. As if space and time no longer exist between them. Einstein hated this idea. He called it spooky action at a distance, because it didn't make sense with how the universe was supposed to work. But in experiment after experiment, it kept proving itself to be true. But what does this have to do with you? This isn't just about particles in a lab, because if the entire universe is made of energy, and if you are made of that same energy, then aren't you already entangled with the world around you, with people you've loved, with places you've been, with thoughts you've thought? This isn't metaphor, this is physics. The moment two quantum systems interact, they form a connection that transcends distance. And if we zoom out, that means everything in this universe might be part of one giant web of entanglement, including your mind, your energy, your intentions. Everything is connected, and it's happening now. Let's break the biggest myth of our time, that you're separate from the world around you, that your thoughts stay inside your head, that your emotions don't affect the field. Because the truth is far more magical. You're not a passive observer of the universe. You are an active participant in a cosmic dance of entangled energy. What you think, feel, and focus on could be affecting everything else right now. And here's the twist. Most people miss. Quantum entanglement doesn't just work forward in time. It's not bound by cause and effect the way we think. Some researchers believe it may operate outside of time entirely. That means the thoughts you think today might ripple back to shape moments from your past. And the energy you're feeling now might be calling in an event that hasn't even happened yet. Let that sink in for a moment. Why this changes everything. What if your next breakthrough, your healing, your manifestation, is already entangled with you? What if your desire is already connected to a reality that exists, somewhere in the quantum field, and all that's missing is your awareness of it? Quantum entanglement isn't just a scientific curiosity, it's a spiritual technology hidden in the laws of nature. And once you understand it, you'll never look at your life the same way again. In this video, we'll break down how this invisible web of energy actually works, and how you can tap into it to begin influencing the reality around you. But for now, let this question echo in your mind. What if you're already connected to everything you've ever wanted? You don't need to be a physicist to feel it. You walk into a room, and something shifts. Maybe it's the air, maybe it's your intuition. But deep down, you know, something invisible is happening. Science used to ignore this feeling. But now, it's starting to listen. So, what is really happening? Let's simplify quantum entanglement. Imagine two coins. You flip one in New York, and the other, in Tokyo, lands at the exact same time, showing the exact same result, as if they were sharing the same mind. That's what quantum physicists observed with particles like photons. When entangled, their states, spin, direction, polarity, become linked. Touch one, the other reacts instantly. Now here's the part that bends reality. That connection doesn't fade with distance. You could separate the particles by miles, or even galaxies, and they'll still behave as if they're one. There's no physical wire, no signal traveling between them, and yet, they know. In 1982, a French physicist named Alain Aspect led an experiment that changed everything. He split pairs of entangled photons and sent them in opposite directions, across distances. When one was measured, the other adjusted instantly, faster than the speed of light. This shouldn't be possible. But it was, and it forced scientists to reconsider the most basic assumptions of reality. What if information doesn't travel through space, but space itself is an illusion? What if connection isn't created, but already exists? Thousands of years ago, spiritual masters already spoke of this. Buddha said, "All things are connected." The Vedas describe the universe as a woven net, each part vibrating in harmony with the whole. Even Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Today, science is finally catching up. David Bohm, a quantum physicist who worked alongside Einstein, proposed that the universe is not made of separate parts, but of a deeper, implicate order, an invisible field where everything is already connected. You could call it divine intelligence, or source, or the quantum field. But whatever name you choose, the principle is the same. Separation is the illusion. Connection is the truth. How this shapes your reality? Here's where it gets personal. If the particles in your body are entangled with particles across the universe, and if your thoughts and emotions are also patterns of energy, then every shift in your inner world could echo through the entire field. This means your joy isn't isolated, your fear isn't silent. Your intention, no matter how small, creates a ripple. Have you ever thought of someone, and they called seconds later? Dreamed about something, then saw it happen the next day? It's not just coincidence. It might be entangled resonance, a tuning of frequencies across space and time. And it gets even deeper. When two particles are entangled, their behavior is not random. It's synchronized. Now ask yourself, what if your mind could synchronize with the frequency of abundance, of love, of healing? What if the key to manifesting isn't to chase, but to tune in? Because the field isn't judging you. It isn't waiting. It's simply responding to your signal. And the clearer that signal is, the faster reality shifts. So no, quantum entanglement isn't just about subatomic particles. It's about the fabric of consciousness itself. It's about recognizing that you are not alone in the void. You are a node in a living, breathing web of intelligence. And when you learn how to work with that web, life stops feeling random. It starts feeling aligned. Take a deep breath. Right now, as you're listening to this, your heart is beating. But have you ever asked, what makes it beat? Yes, biology explains the mechanics. But who or what is orchestrating the rhythm of your life? Your breath, your thoughts, the coincidences that led you here, to this exact moment. The truth? Nothing is random. Everything is connected. In the Western world, we've been taught to see ourselves as separate. You are here. The world is out there. But this belief, this illusion of separation, is perhaps the greatest lie of all. Because beneath what your senses perceive, there is an invisible web of energy, constantly vibrating, shifting, exchanging information. Your body, your emotions, the people around you, even the events in your life, they're all entangled in this grand tapestry of consciousness. Let's return to physics for a moment. David Bohm, one of the most respected quantum theorists of the 20th century, proposed something radical: that the universe is not a collection of separate objects in space. Instead, it's a hologram, where every part contains the whole. Just like a drop of water reflects the entire ocean, you carry the entire field within you. This is what Bohm called the implicate order, a hidden layer of reality where everything is interconnected and where time and space are just surface illusions. You've probably heard of the butterfly effect. The idea that a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil could start a tornado in Texas. This isn't just poetic metaphor. It's a reflection of quantum sensitivity. In an interconnected field, every vibration, every thought, every choice matters. When you shift your energy, even slightly, the entire field rearranges itself in response. You might not see the results immediately, but make no mistake, reality is listening. This isn't a new idea. Indigenous cultures, yogis, mystics, they all knew this. They spoke of the dream of the earth, the Akashic field, the spirit that connects all living beings. What's different now is that science is finally catching up. Lynn McTaggart's studies on intention prove that focused thought can influence water, plants, even random number generators. Greg Braden shows that our heart's electromagnetic field extends meters beyond the body and affects others. And Joe Dispenza's research demonstrates that your internal state can trigger external miracles. The field is not outside you. You are the field, and your life is the expression of what you're broadcasting into it. You don't observe reality. You shape it. Here's something to reflect on. When you enter a room, the room changes. When you speak a truth, it echoes. When you feel love, someone, somewhere, feels lighter. You are not a passive observer of life. You are a co-creator of the whole. And when you begin to see yourself this way, as a vibrating center of consciousness woven into the fabric of existence, you start to move differently, think differently, manifest differently. Realization: nothing is ever lost. Think about someone you've lost, a friend, a love, a version of yourself from the past. Quantumly speaking, they're not gone. Their energy still dances in the field. Their essence, their imprint, is still connected to yours. Because in a connected universe, nothing is ever truly separate, and nothing is ever truly gone. This isn't just comforting, it's empowering. Because it means that healing, connection, and creation are never out of reach. They are already present, entangled with your awareness, waiting to be felt again. So, the next time you feel alone, remember, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. And you were never disconnected. You just forgot. But now, you're remembering. And with that remembering comes power. There comes a moment in life where something shifts, not outside you, but within. You start to realize, maybe I'm not here just to survive. Maybe I'm here to create, to expand, to remember the part of me that's always known. There's more, and it's already mine. That shift, that inner awakening, is what we call quantum awareness. And once it's activated, your potential becomes limitless. Let's go deeper. Your thoughts don't just stay inside your head. They're waves, frequencies, that interact with the quantum field. This field responds not to your words, but to your vibration. That's why two people can say the same affirmation. One manifests, the other doesn't. It's not what you say. It's how deeply aligned you are with the frequency of what you desire. Quantum awareness means this: you stop seeing life as something happening to you and begin to see it as something happening through you, because in this field of infinite possibilities, you are both the receiver and the transmitter. Back to physics for a second. In the famous double-slit experiment, scientists discovered something shocking. Particles behave differently when they are being observed. Without observation, light behaves like a wave, infinite, undefined. But the moment you observe it, it collapses into a particle, a fixed position. In other words, your awareness determines reality. This isn't just about particles, it's about your life. When you observe your desires with clarity, belief, and emotion, you collapse the wave of potential into a manifested outcome. This is the true secret of manifestation. What you give your energy to becomes real. Your potential was never locked, just forgotten. Most people walk through life as if they're powerless. They say things like, "That's just the way it is. I can't change that. I'm not lucky like others." But this is not truth. This is programming. From childhood, we're taught limitations, what to believe, what's possible, who we're allowed to be. But those beliefs, they live in the subconscious. And that's where change begins. Because the subconscious is your access point to the quantum field. It's the interface between your internal world and external results. And the more aware you become of what's running beneath the surface, the more conscious your creations become. Here's a powerful truth. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are in resonance with. If you want love, but carry fear, you'll attract mirrors of that fear. If you want abundance, but vibrate in lack, you'll block what's already trying to reach you. So how do you shift? By becoming aware of your frequency, your thoughts, emotions, expectations, moment by moment, and choosing to tune into the energy of the reality you desire before it arrives, not waiting for proof, but becoming the proof. Because in the quantum field, you go first. The universe responds second. Quantum awareness doesn't mean life will be perfect. It means you realize everything is feedback. Every delay, every block, every synchronicity is data from the field, showing you what you're aligned with. It's not punishment. It's not luck. It's vibration. And that you can shift. When you remember that your emotions are energy, that your beliefs are blueprints, and that your focus is a creative force, you stop reacting. You start designing. And this is the beginning of true power. It's one thing to understand quantum entanglement. It's another to live from it. When you walk through life knowing that everything is connected, that every thought is planting a seed, every intention is activating a ripple, you begin to move differently. You stop forcing and start aligning. You stop asking when and start becoming who. Because when your internal world shifts into coherence, your external world has no choice but to follow. Right now, as you listen to these words, you are already tuning your field, already awakening dormant codes of memory, power, and purpose. This is not a theory. This is your design. And once you begin to live in harmony with it, you don't just unlock potential, you embody it. Take a moment to think about this. What if you've already been manifesting your entire life, but not from your conscious desires and from your subconscious programs? Let that sink in. Because while your conscious mind dreams, affirms, visualizes, it's your subconscious that decides what actually becomes real. Your subconscious is the quantum access point. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Your subconscious controls about 95% of your behavior. It's the silent autopilot, running your thoughts, your decisions, your emotional reactions. And it's been shaped by your past, your childhood, your beliefs, your traumas, your culture. But here's the catch. The quantum field doesn't respond to your wishes. It responds to your dominant frequency. And your frequency is set by your subconscious. So if your subconscious believes you're not worthy of love, you'll unconsciously push it away. If it holds scarcity, you'll sabotage opportunities for abundance. If it expects pain, you'll attract situations that confirm that expectation, not because you're cursed, but because you're entangled with that belief. Think of every belief as a radio signal you're sending out into the quantum field. You don't even have to say anything. Your vibration speaks for you. So the question becomes, what are you broadcasting when you're not thinking about it? When you're brushing your teeth? When you're scrolling your phone? When you're falling asleep? That's when your subconscious is loudest. And that's when you're imprinting the field the most. This is why so many people feel stuck. They're doing the right things. Affirmations, vision boards, meditations. But nothing's shifting because they're working on the surface, while the real programming runs deep underneath. Here's the good news. You can change it. Thanks to neuroplasticity, we now know that the brain is not fixed. It rewires itself based on repetition, emotion, and environment. Joe Dispenza calls this firing and wiring. Every time you feel a new elevated emotion while imagining a new reality, you're literally creating a new neural path and sending a new signature into the field. The more you feel it, the more real it becomes. This is where science meets the sacred. Neville Goddard taught, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Not because it's wishful thinking, but because your subconscious cannot distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. I will teach you the practical tools for subconscious alignment. Here are 3 simple but powerful methods. Sleep state reprogramming. The subconscious is most open right before you fall asleep. This is the perfect time to listen to affirmations, visualize your desired reality, or script your future in a journal. When you are sleeping, your brain is in theta, a frequency of deep suggestibility and connection to the quantum. Elevated emotions plus visualization. It's not enough to see the life you want. You must feel it. Joy, gratitude, love, certainty. These are the energetic currencies of manifestation. When you feel as if your desire is already real, the field mirrors it. Rewrite core beliefs. Identify a limiting belief. Ask yourself, where did I learn this? Then flip it. For example, I'm not good enough becomes, I am divinely designed to thrive. Repeat it, feel it, live it. Quantum entanglement starts from within. Let's bring it full circle. Quantum entanglement isn't just about particles connecting across space. It's about you reconnecting with the forgotten parts of yourself. Because when your subconscious is aligned with your conscious desires, you create a clear signal in the quantum field. And in that clarity, manifestation becomes effortless. Not because you forced the outcome, but because you became entangled with the version of you who already has it. There is no separation between what you believe and what you experience. There is no delay in the quantum field, only alignment. You don't have to chase. You don't have to beg. You just have to tune in. Your subconscious mind is not a prison. It's a portal. And once you master it, you master the matrix. You've always felt it, haven't you? That quiet pull. That deep knowing that there's something more. Something beneath the surface of your life. Something inside you. A power that's been waiting to be remembered. This isn't just intuition, it's entangled awareness. And once you awaken it, you unlock a flow of energy that was never truly gone, only dormant. Right now, in the quantum field, there are infinite versions of you already existing. The healed you, the abundant you, the magnetic you, the one who lives in alignment with purpose, joy, and flow. These are not fantasies. They are entangled timelines, waiting to be activated by your frequency. And how do you access them? Through conscious awareness, through energetic alignment, through the realization that you're not separate from your future. You are entangled with it. You are made of the same particles that built galaxies. The same atoms that form stars also form your skin, your brain, your heart. So tell me, do you really believe you're limited? Because when you wake up to your entangled awareness, you begin to draw energy from a much deeper source. Not just food, not just sleep, but from the field itself. Every time you meditate, you quiet the noise and open a space for that universal energy to flow. Every time you feel gratitude, you expand your magnetic field and send out a signal of coherence into the cosmos. Every time you choose presence over reaction, you break the chain of old patterns and plug back into infinite possibility. This is not philosophy. This is practical. This is daily. Here's how people all over the world are using entangled awareness to transform their reality. Healing. People recovering from chronic illness by visualizing their future healthy self and tuning into that frequency daily. Their body follows the energy. Manifesting relationships. By letting go of desperation and stepping into the vibration of wholeness, people are attracting aligned, soulful connections, not by force, but by resonance. Wealth and purpose, entrepreneurs, and creators are collapsing time by becoming the version of themselves who already has the impact they dream of. And the quantum responds by opening paths that logic never saw coming. This is not magic. It's alignment. It's entrainment. It's quantum. Here's something you can do today. Right now. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Slow everything down. Visualize your highest self. The version of you who already lives your desired reality. Feel what they feel. Not just the images. The emotions. The energy. The certainty. Merge with them. Let their energy become yours. Let your nervous system believe it's already done. Do this every day. Not to get something, but to become someone. Because when you change your energy, reality has no choice but to reorganize. There is a part of you, a silent, eternal part that has never been afraid, never been lost, never been broken. That part of you is entangled with all life, with every star in the sky, with every heart that's ever loved, with every future you've ever dreamed of. And the moment you remember that, you return to your power, because your true self doesn't chase. It attracts. It aligns. It knows. You are not a mistake in the universe. You are a message from it. You are the observer and the observed, the creator and the created, the signal and the receiver. Now is the time to remember, to reclaim, to realign, to rise. If this message resonated with something deep inside you, if something clicked, even if you can't explain it logically, comment below. I am entangled with infinite possibility. Let the universe see your signal. Let the field feel your shift. And if you want to go even deeper into this awakening, watch this next video. Your journey has just begun, and the field is already responding.